By the time the Yates Cup is awarded, they will kick off on the London High School City Football Championship at TD Waterhouse Stadium. The CCH Crusaders and the STA Flames meeting for the second time in the final game in the past 3 years. We've been talking about quarterbacks, Brad Sinopoli and Donnie Marshall. At the high school level, we have the one and only Brett Weir, who we've made a big deal of, rightfully so. That pass last week, absolutely phenomenal. And sort of an unheralded quarterback, but one who deserves a little bit more chatter, Austin Geddes of the Crusaders. What kind of impact do you think he'll have against the Flames when they kick off tomorrow?
Well, I think Geddes may be playing quarterback as well as any player is playing any position right now in the league. He was dominant against Mother Teresa, throwing the ball all over the place. He reads the field well downfield. He's a big kid too, much like Weir. When he gets into the open field, he's a tough man to stop, and he's been playing fantastic at quarterback position. Obviously, we've heralded Weir all year long. When he gets into the open field and on that turf at TD Waterhouse, it's going to be a battle of two big quarterbacks with a lot of speed, a lot of arm strength, and it's going to be maybe which supporting cast steps up, who catches those passes, and who makes the big plays.
I compare CCH to Western having overall a better team than their counterparts, but you make a big deal about the fact that the best player on the field oftentimes leads his team to victory. You think that's going to be the case with Brad Sinopoli and the Ottawa GGs? Do you think that will be the case ultimately for Brett Weir and the STA Flames?
It's hard to go against him because you know that on any given moment he can just take the game and bust a 60-yard play. STA's offense was a little better last week against Oak Ridge. They still have some penalty issues. CCH in the trenches is just a big team in the O-line, and I honestly don't know which way to go in this game. I've underestimated CCH before, and they came out with a victory against Mother Teresa. I didn't give STA maybe as much credit as they deserved in a game where they came back and bounced back. So I think it's going to be the Crusaders at the end, maybe by a touchdown or so, but who knows? It's like I said, it's hard to go against the team with the MVP and the best player, so flip a coin, I guess.
We have future university players on the high school field right now, and we have former university players on the sidelines running both STA and CCH. Do you think there's going to be some jockeying when it comes to the coaching machismo, if you will, a bit of strategy going on? Christian Heffernan on one side, JP Cercelli on the other side. Do coaching tactics come into play with this potential outcome?
Well, there's a lot of experience on both sidelines as well, the supporting cast as well. Mark Howard was an OUA guy helping out. There's a lot of guys on both sides supporting casts. This is Cercelli's first time there. His father will be at the Yates Cup, so he won't have the advice that he's had on the sidelines all year long, but Heffernan has been to this final 3 years in a row, once as offensive coordinator and twice now as a head coach, and he has the experience of the big game. So you got to think maybe a little bit of an edge to Heffernan in the championship game, but it's more about what the players do on the field. You can prepare them all you want, but if your kids don't execute, then it's out of your hands.
Both Christian Heffernan and JP Cercelli, sharp football individuals, and the way their teams play certainly reflect that. They will be playing under the lights. Winner takes the London City title, but the task will be tough coming to East Elgin to face the county champion Eagles Tuesday night in the first ever challenge game played in this neck of the woods. How do you think that benefits the county team? You've mentioned that this place is going to be absolutely jammed, and I think the London boys are going to be a bit intimidated coming to the country for once.
Well, I do think that playing on a grass field helps the county school. On the turf, they've got the size, the speed, the power. The atmosphere here will be rocking. The lights will be up. It'll be 2,000 plus here. But I still think, as far as on-field talent, the London champion just has the more overall talent than the East Elgin team. I see it maybe being a 2-touchdown victory for the London squad on this field.
Watch yourself with the predictions.
Hey, I'm an Elgin County guy, but